Today, let me show you our rusting process. Generally speaking, rusting can be divided into two methods. One is to remove the mill scale first and then induce rust. The other is to rust directly without removing the mill scale. Therefore, to achieve two different rust finishes on one steel plate, special treatment is required. Common methods for removing mill scale include acid pickling, shot blasting, sanding, etc. However, shot blasting or acid pickling cannot be used if we want two types of rust. Traditional shot blasting or acid pickling removes all mill scale from the entire steel surface, making it impossible to achieve two different rust effects on a single plate. So this time, we use a special process. First, cover the areas where we want to keep the mill scale with masking tape. Then leave the areas that need yellow rust exposed. Use an acid pickling solution to remove the mill scale from the exposed areas completely. After thoroughly removing the mill scale, use a pneumatic sander to clean the acid and rust from the surface. Use an air gun to blow away surface rust and acidic residues. The purpose of blowing is to avoid leaving marks or scratches on the surface. You may ask, since we have already removed the mill scale and started rusting, why do we still need sanding? Let me briefly explain the difference between our rusting technology and others. Some people use a mixture of vinegar plus salt plus hydrogen peroxide or simply acid to rust steel. We used to do that too. We've been there, done that. This method has two major drawbacks. If you spray this mixture directly onto steel with mill scale, the mill scale will peel off because the solution corrodes the mill scale. On areas without mill scale, large amounts of chemicals remain on the surface and cannot be sealed properly. These residual chemicals will accelerate corrosion of weathering steel and shorten its service life by an estimated at least 10%. The premise of our sealing treatment is to remove all chemical solvents and only keep the natural rust layer on the steel plate before sealing. This way, the seal coat will not peel off. Without sanding, acid stains will remain, whether the product comes from a large pickling factory or manual pickling. Even if rinsed immediately with water or high-pressure washing, uneven surface appearance cannot be avoided. We have completed many projects and learned many lessons the hard way, so we do have solid experience. The second purpose of sanding is to smooth the rust layer again, making the descaled area uniform and preparing it for even rusting later. Next comes the rusting stage. We have several rusting formulas. Today I'll briefly introduce two. One is rusting directly on steel with mill scale. The other is rusting on steel from which mill scale has been removed. The chemical solutions used are completely different. Rusting on steel with mill scale. The principle is to break down the mill scale evenly. Step 1. Spray solution number 2 evenly. Its only purpose is to break the mill scale uniformly. Step 2. Spray solution number 3 evenly. The goal here is to grow real rust. The rust grows from the broken parts of the mill scale. This is why our sealed finish does not peel. The rust grows out of the steel plate itself, rooted and integrated with the metal. After spraying solution No. 3, we also rinse with water to remove surface chemicals and prepare for sealing. Our intermediate sealing layer effectively isolates the rust layer from the outer epoxy clear coat. As you know, if you paint directly onto a rust layer, it will peel off quickly. For longer service life, we can apply multiple isolation layers and multiple epoxy coats. Some special effects also require baking paint, which I won't detail here. Feel free to consult us if needed. Solutions number 14. 5 produce special rust effects and will not be explained today. Once the chemical treatment and surface preparation are finished, we begin the curing stage, whether the surface has mill scale or not. During curing, apply small amounts evenly. Only dampen the surface. Never spray too much. I repeat, do not overspray, whether it's solution or water. Overspraying will cause large rust stains or runs. Strict process control is a must. One mistake with overspraying and all previous work is wasted. Other professional details, such as the tilting angle when placing steel plates, I won't explain further here. Runs caused by overspraying are completely unacceptable. Otherwise, all the earlier work is for nothing. That's why achieving even, consistent rust is difficult. If you don't care about quality and just let runs go everywhere, It's easy. Just spray salt plus vinegar plus hydrogen peroxide or random acids. We hold our rusting technology to very high standards to ensure uniform, stable results. To put it simply, we first create one type of rust, then the other. In the future, I'll have a chance to film our full rusting process for you. Goodbye.